I never imagined that one careless comment could undo everything I had built with the woman I thought I would spend my life with. But that's exactly what happened tonight. She made a so-called joke about being with my closest friend. I was there. I heard every word. And in that instant, something inside me shifted forever. It began as an ordinary evening. We had invited a few friends over for dinner. Nothing fancy, just food, wine, laughter, and conversation. I had been looking forward to it because things between my wife and me had been strained for weeks. The arguments, the distance, the silences, they had started to weigh heavily on us. I thought that maybe surrounding ourselves with familiar faces, laughter, and warmth would help us reconnect. If only for a night. She looked incredible that evening. I remember the way she moved around the room, confident, smiling, pouring drinks, laughing louder than usual, tossing her hair back as if she were on stage. Everyone noticed her, and so did I. But there was something different in her laugh that night. It didn't feel natural. It was as though she needed the spotlight, needed the attention to feel something missing inside her. Dinner was going well until the conversation shifted toward love, trust, and the usual playful banter couples share. Someone teased me, saying I was probably too protective, that I would never let her out of my sight. I smiled, ready to laugh it off, but before I could, she leaned back in her chair, smirked, and with a mocking tone said, "Oh, please. Even his best friend has tried me. Maybe I should have chosen him instead." The room froze. For a second, no one breathed. Then a few nervous laughs followed, people trying to smooth over the tension. But I didn't laugh. My best friend, the man who had been by my side for years, sat stiffly, his face drained of color, eyes glued to the table. And me? I felt something inside collapse. She caught my expression and gave a little shrug, as if to say, "Relax, it's just a joke." But it wasn't a joke to me. Words like that don't come from nowhere. They carry weight. And the way she said it, the fleeting glance she threw in his direction before turning back, told me more than she realized. I forced myself to get through the rest of the evening, smiling, chatting, holding it together while inside I was unraveling. Every laugh she gave afterward echoed cruelly in my head. My best friend barely spoke again that night, and I couldn't stop thinking about her smirk, the tone she had used, and how easily she had humiliated me in front of everyone. When the guests finally left, the house fell into silence. She poured herself another glass of wine, still in that playful mood, as though nothing serious had happened. My chest was heavy, my hands trembling as I asked her directly, "Why would you say something like that?" She rolled her eyes, laughed again, and dismissed me. "Oh my God, you're really upset over a joke?" It was nothing. You need to lighten up. But it wasn't nothing. It was everything. That single comment revealed a lack of respect, a lack of loyalty, and possibly a truth I wasn't ready to face. I pressed further, asked if anything had ever happened between her and my friend. She became defensive, angry, accusing me of paranoia. And with every denial, her tone only made me believe more that she was hiding something. I didn't sleep that night. I stared at the ceiling, replaying years of memories. Every late night she said she was with friends, every excuse, every smile, all that suddenly looked different under the light of that one moment. My heart was heavy, but my mind was sharp. A marriage without respect is already broken. The next morning, I made my choice. I called a lawyer, filed for divorce, and told her to leave. At first, she thought I was bluffing, but when the papers came, her face changed. She cried, begged, told me I was overreacting, but the damage was permanent. I would never forget the image of her mocking me, turning me into a punchline in front of people we both knew. Later, my best friend reached out, swearing nothing had ever happened. Maybe he was telling the truth. Maybe not. But by then, it didn't matter. The betrayal wasn't about what did or didn't happen physically. It was about how she made me feel, small and humiliated, like a fool in my own marriage. People think relationships end because of big things, affairs, lies, scandals. But sometimes it only takes one moment, one sentence, to shatter years of trust. For me, that moment came when I heard my wife laugh about being with my best friend. Rebuilding my life afterward wasn't easy. There were nights when I questioned if I'd done the right thing. if I should have given her another chance. But every time I remembered her smirk, her dismissive laughter when I confronted her, I knew I had made the only decision that protected my dignity. That cruel comment opened my eyes. It taught me that love without respect isn't real. It's just a fragile illusion. I lost a marriage that night, but I gained something far greater. My self-respect, my peace, and the strength to walk away from someone who didn't value me. So when people ask why I ended it so suddenly, I don't hesitate. I tell them the truth. She made a joke about sleeping with my best friend, and in that moment, I knew she no longer deserved to be my wife.